Hey, my name is Drew Powers, and I am the creator and founder of Junkyard Zeus, junkyardzeus.com, the products, the offerings, the IP, everything that kind of comes with it. I'm putting together, this is a bit of a hastily made video because normally I would put something together with a little bit more production value, and usually I have a wireless Bluetooth mic, but I forgot to bring it today. But I wanted to move on this quickly because one, I needed a video to explain what's really being offered in this auction because it's a little confusing if you just read it, and I want to be clear. And two, we have 420 coming up, and so this auction, if you're looking at it, is specifically related to the cannabis accessory market. At least that was the original idea, and what's being offered really fits that. So this is something that is a rare opportunity for a long-term play, but also if you're maybe a vape shop or you have a few vape shops, or maybe you're a dispensary, you have a few dispensaries, this could be great as just kind of a promotion for a 420 event. You know, maybe you're doing some big events this coming April for that, and you could be selling these, giving these out. So I wanted to make sure I got this up quickly, and I didn't want to get into a bunch of production value, so maybe it'll cost me a little bit on the price that it sells for, because usually I go into a better sales pitch. But wanted at least, the purpose of this was to explain really what you're getting so it's clear, because anybody bidding on this, I want to make sure you understand that. And also anybody bidding, I think from selling a business before on here, which I'll talk about, I have to go in and approve it, and usually I'll reach out to you before I approve any bids, because you know, you go through a lot of trouble to put this stuff up, and I don't want to put it up and just have somebody kind of flake on me. Anyway, so let's get into it. So let's get into the backstory real briefly here of what Junkyard Zeus is, why I created it, etc. This is also going to be in the brief for the sale as well, but I wanted to communicate it myself. So basically, back in like 2017, you know, I was seeing how really small business people, thanks to Alibaba and the connection to Chinese, India, you know, Mexico, manufacturers was becoming easier and easier. And basically somebody like myself or yourself, we didn't have to be Walmart anymore, or Target or Dollar Tree to, you know, send agents over and prospect and, you know, source goods to be able to get them at prices that we could make some really good margins on. So I was doing some stuff locally and started looking into it, really became a master at sourcing products via Alibaba. And in my research, I, through a lot of time and effort, decided that the hanging auto air fresheners, which is Junkyard Zeus' first accessory here, was something that you could get made for about the cost of a die-cut sticker here in the United States at the time, and get a whole lot more value out of it. So if you have a die-cut sticker, I mean, what, you sell them for a couple bucks, you know, where something like this, you know, for the same price, I mean, you can be selling it for $3 and, you know, 5 to 10 times your investment, which is something you couldn't really do with stickers. It's much easier to get $3 to $5 for something like this with full packaging, scent, etc., than just a sticker or a decal. So after a lot of research, I had settled on I was going to source products to do hanging auto air fresheners and create niche brands. I was in screen printing for a long time. Still am getting back into screen printing, and doing niche brands and creating certain markets was something I had a lot of experience with. You'll probably see this video jumping around a lot because I usually have somebody that helps me film these, so I'm just doing a few minute increments here and there and then having to reset the camera. It's not on a set tripod, so if it jumps around a little bit, my apologies. Really, again, this is just to give the true information. So anyways, ended up launching 2 brands back in 2018. I spent, you know, this really what I need to focus on is how many suppliers I went through and time invested that you're going to save by this auction, because you're going to get the best connection that literally would cost you 10 grand of your time and investment to find. Because in China, and I use it as like at least a 3-prong approach is what I had, was the quality of the product, with here, the quality of the product and the quality of the scent, because I would get tests from suppliers and the print and the look of the product was very good, but then some of the scents were super chemically, some had no scent at all, they were very light, they didn't last long, but we'll put that all under quality of the product. And then you had customer service. Things have come a long way, but specifically in China, customer service is not what you might be used to in the United States. A lot of people just don't get it. They sell it to you. If it's no good, it's, hey, we sold you the product. If it's falling apart, and that's where Alibaba comes in and can really help you. But I prefer still to have good customer service and a real professional demeanor, which sometimes can be hard to find from my manufacturer, from who I source the product with, because I like to make long-term partnerships. And then their ability to speak English too, because some people, the communication can be a problem. It's not that you're talking to them on the phone so much, but via email and stuff can make it difficult. So going through all of this kind of trilateral check mark, and then testing, I had polls done. I had over 100 people sample products. I really found the best one. Maybe somebody else has come around, but by far, head and shoulders above anybody else. So you're going to get that connection with this. So anyways, ended up launching 2 brands, sold one to a partner who has since passed away. He didn't do much with it. And then the other one was Smells Like Winning. All right, so smellslikewinning.com, which you can go to smellslikewinning.com. It's still up. I put that brand up here. It was basically a conservative brand. I thought that would be a good one. A lot of the conservative demographic, especially when Trump was in office the first time, were pretty rabid about Trump and obviously America. And then I thought they would be more likely to invest in air fresheners, Trump air fresheners, America air fresheners. And you can see the full offerings on smellslikewinning.com. With their souped up trucks and everything else, that would be a good market to attack. It was, I don't really get into the politics of it. It was a marketplace to me. I don't get into, where I lean, but, anyways, did very well for a long time. I was selling some things, getting ready to launch this brand. I had some money issues, and I ended up selling it about a year and a half ago, actually through Flippa. So, through an auction like we're doing here. That I sold the full thing. They got the website. They got everything that I possibly could give them. Which here you're getting really just as much, if not, except for maybe the website, and we'll discuss that. But and this is a much larger offering. And there was only 6 designs for that. They have since added more, but they got the connection to my graphic designer in Vietnam, which is being offered up here, and they got the manufacturing connection, which you can see that they've done their own air fresheners since, and they were complete novices. So we're going to get to more of that. Really all you have to do is get an Alibaba account, and I help make the introduction there. It's super easy, especially since I've already done all the legwork for you. But, so that's done very well. I love the air freshener business. I'm just choosing to sell this. I was going to go to Denver, Colorado, and really grow my screen print model. I have kind of a thing that I invented that helps small businesses do very well with screen printed t-shirts, and it's a marketing model. And I had a business called Shirt Quarters, shirtquarters.com. You can still see that. I sold that around the same time as Smells Like Winning. And I was going to do Denver Shirt Shop out in Denver. And part of it, I fell in love with the mountains. But because of Denver being kind of a mecca for cannabis, legalized cannabis, I really wanted to get into the accessory side of that market. Basically, I spent about 3 years, this is after I've already sourced it, maybe around 2021, developing Junkyard Zeus. I really wanted it. My initial goal was to be, this was the launching pad for it, but I have expanded my accessory ideas and my sourcing connections to get into rolling papers and other accessories. I really feel like once everything goes national legally, places like Wawa, 7-Eleven, etc., while it'll still be very regulated like alcohol for actual cannabis, whether it's getting gummies or actual bud or baked goods or whatever, the accessory space is where you'll really, I would imagine that, retailers, especially convenience stores, which I don't see going away in the future, Amazon won't be able to take all that away. You could really own that space. Well, anyways, Denver got very expensive since I had last been. My money was getting tight again for some other personal reasons too. My daughter lives here in Virginia Beach, Virginia. It just didn't work. I wasn't able to get there. So my goal was to just kind of keep running things here. And I ended up having a really rough winter this past winter. Things just kind of went sideways for me. I was forced to kind of get a corporate job and kind of, keep money coming in. And I really decided at this age, I'm 46 now, I can't do 3 and 4 different businesses and put all the passion that I like to put into them. Something's got to give. And it was between that and my screen printing model. And my passion's been, I've been screen printing and designing t-shirts. I love it. I miss it after I've sold mine. I miss printing. I miss wearing my own shirts. You know, this is just a screen printed shirt I did for my gym I was a member of. I just couldn't give up that one. So I'm really giving up this. And I'm actually, and this is part of the real critical, make sure you're clear on this, I'm not giving up the Junkyard Zeus name. I'm giving up the products and basically the IP of these products. I'm going to make Junkyard Zeus into more of a fun novelty brand. I'll do t-shirts with it. I'll do air fresheners that will just be like funny, stupid air fresheners that kind of match what I do with the t-shirts. But I'm getting out of the marijuana. I'm not going to be focused on that. And that's what's up for sale here or for auction is basically all the time, all the effort, everything I've spent in developing this line. So there's 21 designs technically that I have. I'm offering up 19 because the other 2 are Junkyard Zeus logo. I decided I'm going to keep those. I can give those out, you know, as promotional things or when I sell a t-shirt. So that leaves 19 marijuana leaves. And actually it's closer to 18. This is all broken down because I'm pretty much out of this one that we're going to show you. And I think I might have one over here, but you have photos of the full product lines. But to explain really what you're getting here. And what you're bidding on. All right, so basically what are you getting in this auction? What you're getting in this auction is you're getting all 19 designs, proprietary names and the designs of the Junkyard Zeus initial products, which are these, you know, marijuana leaf, cannabis leaf, air fresheners. So basically like your little trees, my idea was like, you know, turn over a new leaf. You know, instead of like the little trees, you know, I also had another, you know, kind of catchphrase like F them little trees, right? And I really wanted to go after little trees. I think somebody could really do like a real viral thing where maybe you go to like Little Trees headquarters with like a megaphone and just talking shit, you know, about, you know, there's a new leaf in town kind of thing. And, you know, basically hemp, marijuana, you know, cannabis leaf, whatever you want to call it is the future. And this too is like, you know, I'll do some edibles and have some fun, but I am not a marijuana guy. So sometimes me talking and pitching this at vape shops and stuff, I almost sound like a lame undercover cop. So, and I'm not a guy that's ever going to be 100% like, you know, there's going to be some changes over the next 5 years, I think, where, you know, marijuana has been a very like, it's almost like your whole lifestyle, right? If you're into, you know, brew or, you know, you're a guy that's into whiskey, well, you may be definitely into it. You don't have to like over change your whole lifestyle. So I think it would benefit somebody who's already in the vape business. You know, maybe you have some shops or something, or maybe you're just somebody looking for something, you're already into this space, or you have a dispensary, or you have a product line to where, you know, there could be a little bit more authenticity. So I'm kind of a casual user, and I found that was a little bit difficult for me to overcome as well. So basically, there are 19, and there's some more IP stuff, but 19 made. There's only a few of these purple danks left because this was the number one seller when I ordered everything and got it set up, because I had set up with 21 designs initially, with 2 of them being the Junkyard Zeus. So basically what you're getting is, you're getting the physical inventory that I have left of these, which is listed in the auction listing. So, you know, I haven't added it all up yet, but I just finished today. And also what I'm going to guarantee on there is, whatever that number is, and I'll write it on that brief too, you know, I'm guaranteeing you like 90% of that, because there's so much for me to count. Sometimes I was like, is that 500 or 400? I don't think it would be off by more than 300 or 400, but I'm saying, you know, 90%. So if I give you that it's, you know, 10,000 for an example, air fresheners, you know, I guarantee it's 9,000. So if you were to count, you know, and it was 9,200, we're still good. If it was 8,800, hey, then maybe I owe you some money or something. But so that's just kind of a note as well. All right, so let's look, and then we've got stickers that I'm including all the stickers with this. I'm trying to see if I've got my other. I had another one. Okay, here we go. Just to show both of them. So basically, you can see the breakdown. So each one is a different air freshener, has a different name, etc. So let's take our Pineapple Express. You're getting all these physical ones in the Junkyard Zeus packages. That's fine. Sell them as you will. Do whatever you want with them. You can sell them on the current Amazon listings, however you want to do it. What you get going forward is the master files for all of these air fresheners. Okay, you get the master file for the packaging, which has all been designed for me. You get the master files for the stickers. You get the connection to my graphic design guys. So if you look at smellslikewinning.com, if you look at Junkyard Zeus, the logo, all that stuff, I have a graphic designer in Vietnam who is fantastic. I can kind of get the gist down, and he takes it to the level of something that Nike could use. And he does it for a third or a fourth of the cost of what you can find in the United States, and he's very quick because money goes a lot farther in Vietnam. So this is a guy that I've gone through years to find, and then I've had nearly a 10-year relationship with him. I'm big on keeping relationships. You get the connection to the Chinese manufacturer. So you do have to set up your own Alibaba account. It's free, doesn't cost any money. And I'll show you how to make orders. Very easy. I'll introduce you to the person. If you reorder anything that we already have, they've got all the files. The only thing you have to change is the packaging. So what I'm saying here is you're not getting junkyardzeus.com. I'm rebranding that. So basically, I'm selling you a product that's been tested, that's proven. It hasn't been lighting the world on fire because I haven't been able to give it the time that it needs. I'm hoping to show what it did on Amazon. This is the second Christmas. It's on Amazon FBA, and I want to say it did $3,000 or $4,000 just in December. But, so basically, and I'm willing to help. I'm offering 5 hours of design services with this, where, so for example, if you look at the packaging, hopefully you can see that, I call it my 420 Fresh line. Maybe that's the new name. Maybe you've got a dispensary. Maybe you've got vape shops that are called, Denver Vape. Well, we can just put Denver Vape on here, remove Junkyard Zeus, and just make our little changes on the back here. And we just want it in your own packaging going forward. So once you bought all the remaining product I have, sell them how you will. But going forward, Junkyard Zeus is changing. If the right partner bought this and wanted to talk about a licensing deal and just keeping it as Junkyard Zeus, maybe you can set up Junkyard Zeus air fresheners or something else and just keep it simple. We could talk a licensing deal, but that would be in addition to what this is. That would be something above and beyond. Maybe each order, I don't know, I'd have to think about it. It would have to be the right deal. I am open to that, so if you really don't want to have to fool with anything and just, sell these in your store and you want to keep the Junkyard Zeus logo brand, I guess I could, maybe I would change some of the social medias because if I'm going to revamp it, we would need to revamp something. Maybe you get your own website, junkyardzeus.airfresheners.com. You can put that on here. There's options there. We could get all this done within the 5 hours of graphic design and consulting services I'm offered, including with this to help you kind of get rolling. And then if you need me beyond the 5 hours, I'm always willing to do it. Something between $50 and $75 an hour is what I bill at. And then I would bill it just like an auto mechanic per job if you had something you wanted me to do. This is a 3-hour job, $150, etc. All right, so, that's basically the lowdown on this. I've got a few other things to show here, but these things, they're $3 to $5 retail. I sell them for $4.20 online, and then I'll do discount sales, etc. I usually include a free sticker with it, but for whatever you get this for, think if these sold on average for $1 a piece, or is what you got for them, you get 3 to 5 times your money selling them at $3 to $5. You can actually get them cheaper in China with this connection, but it depends on volume. Minimum order, at least last I checked, is $1,000 per cent. So the Purple Dank, which was really the best seller, there's really not going to be any included in this. There's maybe a couple dozen left. I'm just keeping them. You'd order 1,000 at a time, but it's well worth it to get a fully packaged, fully designed. They'll print on all the spaces, so you can have advertisements, you can have QR codes, what have you. It's a fantastic, fun business, and for the right person who's passionate about it, you could really have a lot of fun. So before we get into some of the stickers, the other thing I want to show you that I'm included, and I want to say it's about 75 of these, is something I designed. You get the master files for this. This was also done by the air freshener manufacturer Connect in China. I basically took this from like a Krispy Kreme donut box with my own dimensions, and I designed it like a briefcase, almost like a drug smuggler briefcase. So it's called Junkyard Zeus Smuggler's Scent Case, and it's kind of like 666 to open it. I modeled it after Pulp Fiction. If you look at the briefcase, it has, I guess, Marcellus Wallace's soul in it or whatever. When Vincent is opening it up at the opening scene, you can see he has to do 666 to open it. It snaps shut, and basically it holds up to the 21 air fresheners in here. So you can mix it up however you want. So if you're doing flea markets, if you just want to buy this as a hustle at pop-ups and everything else, you could really get like $50 for this and put all your different scents in here. Be like, hey, this got all 19 cents. Throw some stickers in there, and it's a $50 thing. It's a really cool birthday gift, Christmas gift. People love it, and that's coming with this. This is something you won't find anywhere else. It locks in place here. Sometimes I just put a little clear Scotch tape on the sides here. I mean, where else would you get this? Now, if you wanted to order this going forward, outside of a licensing agreement, which would be separate, we could just change this to whatever your brand logo is. You can still call it Smuggler's Scent Case. We would just need to change the Junkyard Zeus logo if we didn't do a license agreement. So that's included too. I want to say I didn't do an official count of these. There's got to be around at least 75 of these still. So, there's plenty of air fresheners going here. You could do it all 1 cent. However you want to do it. These are great things to drop off to a client or something if you're trying to get somewhere else. I don't want this video going too long. I think this gives kind of the gist of it. I just want to go over some of the stickers. All the stickers, you can see that's a whole tub. And I want to say it's got to be 100 in a pack. The Junkyard Zeus ones will not go with it. That's the only ones. But all the other ones will. If it's got like the purple tank's got Junkyard Zeus on it, that's fine. I'll send that. Everything else, yeah, it'll come. See, I was doing kind of hot packages. These are great ways to sell these. Right, you sell them 25 a pack or something else, 25 stickers in there. Great wholesale for people. I'll include all that. So I've already talked about Junkyard Zeus. I already talked about Pulp Fiction a little bit, which I'm a big Pulp Fiction fan. You see Junkyard Zeus with Samuel Jackson on there. Most of these are all die cut. That's one of the few square where, they're die cut. So it's kind of like a high guy, conspiracy theorists, we all know celebrities are clones, bro. You can go to junkyardzeus.com and see all the stickers offered. So it's pretty cool ones, kind of doing like what's the thing? Not thinking Garbage Pail Kids, but shoot, what is the model of this one after? It's not the Marty McFly. What's the not Doc and Marty, Rick and Morty? Which is basically based off Doc and Marty. So that was kind of something like that. A little ape in the space suit, smoking in there. Little high eyes right here. There's a whole bunch of them you can see on there. There's several thousand of each. Well, there's probably 1,000 of each. So there's several thousand in total. I don't know if I'll be able to count all these. This was something making fun of a Diddy party. Again, you can go to junkyardzeus.com and check out all that. So that was my main thing. I want to just give an idea of what you're getting. You're basically getting all the physical product, all the physical stickers. You're getting all the Smuggler's Scent cases. And that's yours to sell however you want. Sell them online, sell them anywhere. I'm not putting any restrictions, anything on that. You can think of this as, if I thought it was just the product, I would have put it on eBay. But what I'm offering is all the IP, so all the master digital files. You can make all your own scents. So, I've done 19. They've got more scents. You can change names. If you got a scent you want to do something like cannabis caramel, and that's where my graphic designer will help you, or I can help you. And you can take, we have basically the core leaf done in vector, and you can do different patterns, design different things. If you look at junkyardzeus.com, you can see how we do patterns within the leaf. So like, Pineapple Express has pineapples in it. There's lots of different ways to get creative with it. And you can just keep making unlimited ones. And you can make, once you have this connection, you can do all kinds of ones. You can do your logo. You can do everything. And you'll see that, prices are going up some. And we'll see how some of these tariffs work, which I don't think are really going to happen long term. But it's still going to be the cheapest thing you'll ever be able to purchase that's your own. And nobody can easily, once you have the quality, it's very hard to rip you off. If you have a sticker, that was another reason I wanted to get into this. If you have a sticker, somebody can rip you off very easily. With me screen printing, people were always stealing my t-shirt designs that could just screen print. When you design a package and you have something like this, for somebody to rip you off, it's a much higher bar to do. So it really protects you if you got a hot product. It would take somebody a long time to at least even try to glom onto it. It kind of insulates you from that. That's pretty much everything. Any questions, just don't hesitate to send me a message through Flippa. I'm going to probably reach out to anybody that bids. You have like a 24-hour approval thing because I want to make sure you understand this. I got to still work with Flippa. I don't know if they're trying to force a domain change, but for right now, it is not. Unless there's a different additional offer coming. And I said, all right, if somebody really were to offer me enough money and say, I want the whole brand, I want everything, because I would end up keeping my corporation, probably just change the name. I would hear it. I would never say no to anything. But I love Junkyard Zeus. My whole design, or my thought when I was coming up with that, was before I was getting into the cannabis market, was I do so many different products. I was thinking like a junkyard. And I was thinking like the god of a junkyard, Junkyard Zeus. I just love the name. I actually kind of thought about doing an arcade name with that. I love the logo. I love everything else. But, to get all that branding for me, people love the logo. it would have to be something more, and we could discuss that. So if you are interested, you can shoot me a message. But for the what is being offered is the physical products, and then you're getting all the IP of the physical products, the packaging, everything else. You just can't use the name for any future reorders. So hope that's clear. Thanks for your time. Sorry this wasn't done a little bit more professionally. I just need to get up quick because I think if you're a vape store, dispensary, whatever, just a hustler, this could be a big thing for 420. You can move a lot of these and really have your money back by the end of April, and within 30 days, really, make a nice profit. And as we go into this summer, just be hustling. These things are great at pop-ups, flea markets. You can get, $5 each, 3 for $10 all day long, and people love them, And so, by the way, the scents, it's a novelty product. I say it's 10-day scent guarantee, I believe, on there, 10 or 14 day. If somebody complains about it, I just give them another one. I mean, for the most part, people know what it is. It's a cool thing to hang. The scent lasts for a couple of days. I never found little trees that last that long either. So, but this is the best of breed. I can tell you the other ones, forget it. This is best scent, print, look, customer service. They're great. I've been partnered with them now for nearly 10 years, at least 8 or 9. Never a problem. So, anyways, thanks for watching this. Good luck bidding. Hopefully you can win and we'll do some business. Hold up. Realized on my premium Flippa listing that they only let you upload like 3 product photos. So I wanted to show a photo of each of the scents in the box. So seeing the full quantity, and then also a little breakdown of the smuggler's scent case, which you have at least 75 of those. And those are the ones that you can make a full 18 cent, package basically, and kind of get a higher dollar amount. Makes a nice gift. Something that I exclusively designed as well. So anyway, so those are coming up next, another minute and a half. All right, so I wanted to show some items here. The smuggler's scent case, which you can see some of the dimensions there. Again, there's at least like 75 of these. On this image, you can see that you actually can store 18 air fresheners, and then you could throw a couple on top if you wanted to as like a bonus, but 6 in each slot for a total of 18. Also wanted to show the scents here. So we got the 420 Fresh. You can see that's all of them right there. We've got Black Market Ice. Flippa won't let you do but like 3 listings. We've got Colombian Coffee Cartel, Banana Hammock. Those are all the Christmas cushes. Pine Tree Scent. Pineapple Express and Watermelon Weed Whacker. Again, in the listing page of Flippa, I've got the counts for each scent, Lemon Haze, and how many there are. Sinister Citrus, which is citrus. Bubblegum Ganja. Again, none of these are made with marijuana or, anything. These smell like bubblegum. The legalized lime smells like lime. Maui Wowie is tropical. You'll see in the top left corner there where the scent name is. So it's a creative scent name like Misdemeanor Mint, but then the actual scent is just mint. Forbidden Fruit is apple. All right, so that is finally a wrap. Thanks for sticking around. Good luck bidding, and message me with any questions.